What's good, guys? Fantasy Joe back here with some more fantasy football content today. I am breaking down my money league draft, my home league. Did our draft a little bit ago. I just want to show you guys all my draft results, what all of my fantasy football logic, how I draft teams with it, and just want to show you guys that. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section down below. I'll respond as always. All right, let's talk draft. Okay, so with my first pick, I was picking 8th overall. This is a 12-man league, half-point PPR. I took Aaron Jones. I was really happy to get him at 8. Probably would have been comfortable taking him as high as 6, maybe even 5. Probably would have taken, maybe would have taken him at 5 even. Round 2, circled back around, got Clyde Edwards-Helaire. This was before his ankle sprain, although it's looking like he should be all right, hopefully. Knock on wood. Then in the third round, Kittle and Carson both went right before me. I was tempted by both of those players, but I ended up taking Allen Robinson, who I thought was a very good value at that point in the draft, in top 3 in targets each of the last 2 seasons. Then in the fourth round, we snagged Darrell Henderson. Love Darrell Henderson this year. He had that thumb sprain, but it looks like it's going to be all right. Again, that was after I drafted, but I think he has, that blow-up potential in that offense, and as long as he stays healthy, I think he'll be very, very good for fantasy. Then the fifth round, we snagged Ayuk. You can see him in my wide receiver league winners video I put out yesterday. Then in the sixth round, we snagged Hockenson. I'm not even a big... I do like Hockenson, but I'm not a huge drafting a tight end early. But once he got to the sixth round, it was just too early to pass up. I thought I was going to take Dak in the sixth, but once TJ Hockenson got there, I was like, okay. I rushed out of the tight end and the QB. Thought I could find him at QB later. But then I came back in the seventh draft Dak. I very rarely fill out my starting line to start my drafts. Normally I'm stacking wide receivers and running backs on my bench before I do that. But with the way this draft fell out, and I was comfortable taking Dak in the sixth, he got to me in the seventh. Loved that pick. Then let's take a look at the bench. So I got Devonta Smith, A.J. Dillon, James Conner, Latavius Murray, James White, Cole Beasley, Jacoby Myers, Trey Lance, and Bryan Edwards. Obviously don't have a kicker or a defense. Going to wait till the season starts. I love doing that, especially if you draft before the season starts. I get Trey Lance. I get to see if he's going to be the starter. Honestly, probably going to hold on to him either way. I think he'll be the starter shortly. Jacoby Myers, I think, could be the one for New England potentially. I took a shot on him. Same thing with Bryan Edwards. Just took a big swing. There's reports of him being the red zone target in Raiders camp. So he could be big for fantasy if he is, one of their starting wide receivers and getting a lot of red zone looks. Value guy, I think, this year is James White. He's finished no lower than running back 41 or 44, 42, somewhere in that range. But he's currently being drafted as RB 59. So I just think there's a great value there. Also, I think Mac Jones will end up being the starter, which is going to lead to more running back targets. Don't expect him to get carries, but his role is established. James Conner, I think, could be the goal line back for Arizona. They added Rodney Hudson this year in free agency at center. They run up the middle a lot. We saw Kenyon Drake was very inefficient in the goal line. I think that's one of the reasons they went out and got Rodney Hudson. Centers help the run game a lot, especially when you run right behind him. I think that's what they plan to do with James Conner. A.J. Dillon was an insurance policy for Aaron Jones. When I drafted him, he had a hamstring injury, so I was a little worried. That's why I took him. And I think A.J. Dillon could be flexible in certain matchups. I think Devonta Smith is going to be the one for Philly. He's in a wide receiver league winners video as well. So is Clyde, Darrell Henderson, a bunch of these guys. Go check out all those videos. I just want to show you guys when the tires hit the road what guys I'm drafting. Let me know what you guys think of my team down below. And if you have any questions, let me know. This is Fantasy Joe. See you guys next time.